Hello everybody, welcome to Shipping Container House Built on a Budget Part 8, and this is the foundation part. So I have a friend that had a bunch of these pipes and I needed to cut them 13 feet 8 inches long, and I wanted to use the flange part at the bottom of my foundation, and I needed 9 of them. I ended up using 10 for part of the extension of the house. So now I have it sitting here on a trailer. This trailer is all leveled and squared so I can make sure everything's built square and level. I put an I-beam across the top with some gussets, cap the top of the pipe so they can't fill up with junk. And I have to build 3 of these. Now that I got all 3 of them built, now we got to take them up this dirt road. This is a 2-mile dirt road up in the mountains, and it's not very wide. The pipes and the I-beam totaling about 14 feet tall, or 14 feet wide now, taking them down a 10-foot road. Takes a little bit of maneuvering. So here we are, we got the first piece to the bottom of our property there, and get it unloaded. Using my trusty old truck that I built about 15 years ago, 64 Chevy with the first gen Cummins engine. Loading up another load to get up there on the mountain. Here we are going up that road again. And again, no trees were harmed in the transport of these foundation parts. I promise. Now the tricky part was backing it down the back of this driveway that goes to the back side of our house. And the first and second piece weren't too bad. The third piece, I had to turn a little bit sharper, and you'll see what happens. Because now all these foundation parts are taking up the backyard. All right, now we're backing up. Getting a little close to the edge. Oh, it looks like we got that one. That must have been the second piece. And you got to excuse my camera crew because I got them on a budget as well. And, the job still got done. Just a little bit shaky. But overall, they still did a good job. And I'm proud of them. I believe this was the last part, the third part of the foundation pilings or pipes. And again, this was very exciting for us because we're continuing to move forward. We're going to get this foundation up, get everything prepped and ready. But it's getting to be fall, and we're not going to get the house up this fall because we're just running out of time. This part of the road here was kind of steep. Have to take it slow or you'll just spin your tires. A lot of these corners and stuff up this road, we have names for them. That way, if one of us gets stuck or broke down or a flat tire, we can call and say, hey, I'm at the U-turn, or I'm at the stairs, or I'm at Cave Corner. We got all kinds of names for these corners That way we know exactly where you are if you get stuck or something. Now I widened these roads a little bit when I had the loader up there to try to make maneuvering these wide pieces a little easier. And here we are going past the Whitecaps mine in Manhattan, Nevada. And there's a little bit of history on this mine. It burnt down or caught fire and burnt down in 1964. And they didn't think it was worth building it back up and putting it in operation anymore. And so these are the remnants of that mine. Just below my truck right there, below that gray building, is a mine shaft that goes down hundreds and hundreds of feet. I want to thank my wife for editing these videos that we have. And like I said in the earlier videos, you know, these pictures and videos were just for our own reference. We had no idea we were going to end up putting it on YouTube. So bear with us. I'm sure the quality and everything will get better. And we're just passing the ridge right now. And then we just go down a slight grade right there, and about a quarter of a mile, and that's where our house is going to be. Brushing the trees right there. All right, we're at the site. Now I got to back it in and back it down that driveway. And there's my little dog, Tasha, and my big dog, Bobo, and my son, Jacob. And they've all been around moving stuff, so they know to get out of the way, so I don't have to make sure that I'm not going to run over them or anything, because I know they're going to be smart enough to stay out of the way. Now this is a sharp turn into the backyard, and I'm backing in on my blind side, which is my right side.
It was close. You didn't hit it. It was close.
Now this piece goes in the center of the foundation, and you can see that the center pipe isn't really in the center, because after my house is on there, my spiral staircase sits right above that center pipe, just to help support the extra weight. Alright, kids look like they're having fun on the trailer. This isn't their first time, or their last time. But that load is so wide, I have to make sure I miss the trees there on the right. You can see my trailer tires are really close there to the left. We have since widened that driveway a little bit more. But now, since I've got the other two pieces down there, I don't have a whole lot of room to maneuver this trailer, so I got to make a sharp turn right here. Oh, bumped the tree. That's Electra and Preston on the trailer there. Uh-oh, I didn't make the turn. I think I'm stuck. I think. I'll get out and assess the
Bring it around
situation.
here. Take the trailer off.
Yeah, looks like I'm a little stuck. Uh-oh. When Dad gets on the tractor, everybody runs for some reason.
Not now.
Thank goodness we have the backhoe on there so that we can pull the truck and trailer out. And there's my wife hooking up the chain. Here we go. Let's see if we can get it pulled out.
The wheel's gone. The wheel's gone.
And you hear my kids all trying to direct me or tell me what's going on. And again, you got to excuse my camera people because I got them on a really good deal. So, you know, a budget for say.
Elijah, build it on the truck. Watch the truck.
We're just getting the chain a little bit shorter so I can get another pull on it and get that out of there. There we go, we're starting to pull on it. And there you have it, comes on right on out. There's my son Jacob, making sure he's not going to get run over because he knows Dad. I'm going to jump in there and put it in park. And that truck there is a 1964 Chevy C30. I put a first gen Cummins running gear under it and made it a four-wheel drive, and supposedly they only made 11 of those cabs, but I had to rebuild that cab from top to bottom. It was so rusted, and then I used a panel or a Suburban to make the camper shell that is removable off of that truck, and I've had that truck for 20 years, well after we put this house up. And my daughter Electra is the one that's filming right now. My wife and boys are helping get the foundation unstrapped so we can get ready to unload it. And getting stuck was so much fun, I thought maybe I ought to see if I could try to get stuck again. Not. As you can see, the kids just automatically get out of the way, especially when Dad gets behind the wheel of a piece of equipment, because they know better. I don't have to tell those kids to move or anything. They just know that when Dad's close that they need to get out of the way. And I build a lot of stuff. That little crane jib that they were using as a teeter-totter, I built that for my forklift. I built that purple truck. I built the trailer that we're bringing the foundation parts in.
Hi, this is
I just really like to
filming this thing. And I'm gonna be watching.
That's my camera person, Electra. Good thing I'm not paying her a lot because she's not focusing on the job at hand. I'll have to have a little talk with her later.
My mom and my brother is untying it.
We had no idea that she had done this either till we watched the video. I just want to say I'm so proud of my family. They all pitched in and helped. There's just no way I could have done it all by myself.
Done.
Alrighty, I'm getting in the backhoe and we're going to unload this last piece. This is the moment. This is the moment. And now I got Jacob in the truck. He's going to pull the truck forward after I get a good bite on this foundation, and we'll just drive out from under it. I guess Jacob's not in the truck yet.
It's almost done. Sounds
Sounds like I got my cheer team up there on the mountain there.
This is recording. This is the moment that we've been all waiting for. It's the truth. There's my two dogs. There's Bo. There's Tasha. Now there's me. So almost. Mom! Mom! Do I keep on recording? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. This is the moment that we've been waiting for.
Got some happy kids, I guess.
Yeah.
There's Jacob pulling out the trailer out from underneath that last piece. I'm setting down my end kind of slow so we don't twist it all up.
And 3, 2.
Well, it looks like it caught on the trailer. So now I gotta go over there and lift it up.
The scene. Go be the jokes. Oopsie da doops. Oopsie da doops. Gonna keep it going. Go, 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 go.
All right, we got all 3 pieces on the ground now.
That's all of the electric coating.
All right, we got one more piece of iron that we need to bring in so that it'll connect the 3 pieces together to stop them from falling when we get ready to stand it up.
This is that. Okay.
If we could just keep the
See,
camera girl
at the moment,
in focus
it's
on the
Mom
job at hand.
dancing like this. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Now this next load we're putting on here is
That
40
was on
feet
my
long.
fate.
And that trailer's only 28 feet long, so we gotta stick it up on a stand so it over swings the top of my truck.
Whoa.
And you'll see that here in a minute.
No idea, no idea, no idea, no idea. Do you want me to stop?
Maybe next time I'll spend a little bit more money on a camera person instead of being on a budget. So there's those 40-foot pieces. I had to put them on a stand so it overswung the truck. Now we're putting our plates down so we can stand up the foundation. And we got our laser leveler there to make sure everything's level. And we're working into the night to get these pieces stood up, at least secure enough that they're not going to fall over. And this is on a weekend when I'm not working. Now the next morning, now we're going to set in this centerpiece since we had the two ends somewhat supported by that channel. We just got to maneuver it in there. So I'm going to try to pick it up with the jib on my little forklift, and it just quite won't do it. So I got to re-rig, lift it up. That's as high as the forklift goes. Now I got to bring in the backhoe to kind of hold it. And then I can put my jib back on and finish lifting it up. I mean, if we were rich, I guess I'd just have a crane do it. But that's not the case. There we go. We got it stood up. Now we just got to finalize it and get it in position and get it tacked in there. Get it all tied together. Using my hydraulic scaffolding. Now we're putting on the other piece of channel on the back side of the structure. And then I built some trusses that will actually weld underneath those to make it a lot more sturdy. I don't believe I have pictures of me building it, but we do have some pictures of me putting it up on here. But we're working well into the night. We've got all the headlights on, whatever we can do to get it together. Now we got winter that came in. There's the truss pieces that I built and got them up there and putting them in place now. Again on my hydraulic scaffolding. It's all coming together. It's a lot of work, but it's well worth it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.